Have you ever seen a teacher with zero common sense? Because let me tell you about Mr. Thompson. So back in 10th grade, we had this chemistry teacher, Mr. Thompson. Fresh out of some Ivy League lab, wore bow ties like he thought he was starring in his own PBS special. Book smart? Absolutely. But common sense? That man had less of it than a broken pencil has lid. The first sign? He decides to do a fun magnesium strip experiment. Cool, right? Except he didn't check if the fume hood worked, didn't tell us to wear goggles, and no joke, lit the strip right next to the recycling bin full of paper. I remember Emma turning to me, wide-eyed, whispering, "Is he serious?" I just shrugged, already bracing for disaster. Magnesium flares up like it's trying to summon the sun, paper bin starts smoldering, and then, yep, fire alarm. Whole school evacuated. We're standing outside freezing, and Mr. Thompson just smirks and goes, "Ah, combustion in action. Beautiful, isn't it?" Mr. Rodriguez, our vice principal, comes storming over like he's about to commit a crime and yells, "Did you not read the safety manual?" And Mr. Thompson just calmly says, "It was a teachable moment." Emma literally had to cover her mouth to stop from laughing. I couldn't hold it. I giggled so hard I snorted. Loudly. But wait, it gets worse. One day he left us a backup assignment for when he had to attend a breathing seminar. What he left was 6 pages of blank lines with a single instruction. List every molecule you can think of. That's it. No guidelines, just vibes. Jeremy, sitting 2 rows behind me, says, bet he doesn't even read these. So he writes, spaghetti, shampoo, anxiety, Minecraft. Emma and I were dying. I had literal tears from holding in my laughter. And guess what? He got a full 10-10. With a handwritten note, very creative selection. Love the last one. I nearly screamed. But here's the cherry on the chaos cake. One day at lunch, Mr. Thompson microwaved a metal spoon in the teacher's lounge. Mr. Rodriguez said later he wanted to observe ionization patterns. What he observed was a blown fuse and a spark shower that made Mrs. Patel scream and drop her tea. We saw him walking down the hall later with a sheepish grin and his lunch in a paper bag. Emma raised her eyebrow at him, and he just said, "Well, now we know." "Sir, you have a doctorate." Oh, and there was this time he left mid-class to go meditate in the staff bathroom and forgot to lock the door. So naturally, we put on cat videos on the projector and just vibed. He walked back in, nodded, approvingly, and said, "Good use of time." I could make this up if I tried. So yeah, Mr. Thompson could explain the Schrödinger equation with his eyes closed, but once told me I couldn't bring water into the lab because it might interfere with the air molecules. I still smirk every time I think about Jeremy's worksheet getting an A+ for listing anxiety as a molecule.